speaking.
Who appeared? Who appeared in this judgment?
You appeared, my lords.
You appeared for
The petitioner, my lords.
the insurance company.
Yes, my lords.
Perhaps the insurance companies may not like this judgment, but we have to settle the law. In regard to the nature of the litigation, we have addressed our the execution of the voucher towards the full and final settlement between the parties would operate as a bar to invoke arbitration. Secondly, what is the scope and standard of that an application under Section 11, Clause 6 of the Act 1996 can be subjected to when a plea of accord and satisfaction is taken by the defendant. And thirdly, what is the effect of the decision of this court in interplay between arbitration agreements under the Arbitration and Cancellation Act 1966 and the Indian Stamp Act 1899 on the scope of powers of the referral court under Section 11 of the Act 1996? Well, just quickly, what we have said is, thus, even if the contracting parties, in pursuance of a settlement, agree to discharge each other of any obligations arising under the contract, this does not ipso facto mean that the arbitration agreement too would come to an end unless the parties expressly agree to do the same. The intention of the parties in discharging a contract by accord and satisfaction is to relieve each other of the existing or any new obligations under the contract. Such a discharge of obligations under the substantive contract cannot be construed to mean that the parties also intended to relieve each other of their obligation to settle any dispute pertaining to the original contract through arbitration. Although ordinarily no arbitrable disputes may subsist after execution of a full and final settlement, yet any dispute pertaining to the full and final settlement itself, by necessary implication, being a dispute arising out of, or in relation to, or under the substantive contract, would not be precluded from reference to arbitration, as the arbitration agreement contained in the original contract continues to be in existence even after the parties have discharged the original contract by accord and satisfaction. Our final conclusion is like this. The existence of the arbitration agreement as contained in Clause 13 of the insurance policy is not disputed by the appellant. The dispute raised by the claimant, being one of quantum and not of liability, prima facie falls within the scope of the arbitration agreement. The dispute regarding accord and satisfaction, as raised by the appellant, does not pertain to the existence of the arbitration agreement and can be adjudicated upon by the arbitral tribunal as a preliminary issue. For all the foregoing reasons, we uphold and affirm the appointment of Justice K. A. Pooj, former judge of the High Court of Gujarat, as an arbitrator to resolve the disputes between the parties. But what is important in this judgment is that we have clarified our earlier judgment in Arif Azim. The clarification starts from para 126. We have explained how Arif Azim should now be construed or understood, more particularly in light of this pronouncement. And what is important is, just one paragraph very quickly, we are running late. Thus, we clarify that while determining the issue of limitation in exercise of the powers under Section 11(6) of the Act 1996, the referral court should limit its inquiry to examining whether Section 11 Subsection 6, application has been filed within the period of limitation of 3 years or not. The date of commencement of limitation period for this purpose shall have to be construed as per the decision in Arif Azim. As a natural corollary, it is clarified that the referral courts at the stage of deciding an application for appointment of arbitrator must not conduct an intricate evidentiary inquiry into the question whether the claims raised by the applicant are time barred and should leave that question for determination by the arbitrator. Such an approach gives true meaning to the legislative intention underlying section 11 bracket 6 capital A of the Act and also to the view taken in Ray interplay. That's how we have decided. Thank you.
Very good.
With your
May I just give a lot of
Everybody else, please circulate emails because once we breach the norm, then I cannot breach it only for seniors and I have to do that for everybody else. It completely destroys the system which I have put in place. Everyone who has a request, please send me an email. I'll look at it by the afternoon today.
No, this is not a listing request. Mine is not a listing.
Anybody who does not have a listing request, some correction in an order, something is free to mention.
There's a matter coming tomorrow. We're asking the review today to be put with that tomorrow. That's a request.
That also has to go on an email. That's a listing.
I'll put it in the email. Put it in the email.
Listing, if it's on listing, please don't mention. Please put it in an email. I'll look at it in the afternoon today. I promise you I'll do that. It's the same thing. When was the impugned order passed?
Now my difficulty is building may be demolished. Compliance would have been
By 19th, right? So we'll list it tomorrow.
Your Lordship, I'm just
I'll
seeking
list it tomorrow.
permission to
No,
circulate.
but you could have also said it in an email. Sorry. Circulate a rejoinder.
Circulate a letter in tomorrow's matter listed at item 26. And for the respondent, you just need
It's too
some
late
time to
now.
come.
We'll see tomorrow, yes.
Because I'm mentioning a matter where I've already sent emails for us. Maloj, I've also sent
It will be
email this
dealt with.
morning.
It will be dealt with.
This
Puneet,
morning
just
also,
make
Maloj,
sure.
I'll meet the.
Mr. Shoaib,
Very,
My request-
very great.
Just a query, would your lordship be taking the part third income tax matter or?
Just
would your-
wait. I've just told the court master, we'll tell you in a minute, yes.
My lord, I just one request. There's an order that your lordships had passed last week, my lord. It's an arbitration petition. Your lordship perhaps will recall, notes, I had made a submission that the pendency or the reference to arbitration will not impact any criminal proceedings that we might initiate. Because our recollection is my lordships had dictated that in court, my lord, but it's perhaps not reflected in paragraph 3, my lord.
No,
Your lordship,
we also said in the course of the discussion
Please, my lord.
that an arbitration will never affect a criminal prosecution.
But I made that submission, I think,
All right.
Your
We
lordship
don't have to
had
put
made that
something, we
observation.
don't have to put something, clarify something which is obvious.
very well.
So before we begin, what we're proposing to do is that we have the income tax part third group. NEET is above that today. We'll at least open the NEET matter And then we'll see what to do with the partnered group. We'll hopefully start with the partnered group, but it might just have to wait until we open the NEET matter because there's some urgency in the NEET matter. Young students all over the country are waiting for the outcome of this matter. So, but we are not going to lose season of the income tax matter because we are now also mentally we are in the matter.
But may I suggest, since we have circulated something yesterday, it can be kept tomorrow also.
Let's at least open the NEET matter today because, let's see the matter.
The others can be discharged, etc. Many are procedural matters, item 4, etc.
So what we are doing is, field number 1, for instance, is about bifurcating. We'll take up item 1. So it's bifurcating matters, etc. That will pass procedural direction.
For compliance like that, when your lordship
Right, we'll just, yes.
I'll go on.
Item 1 is not bifurcating. Item 1 is a batch of cases on fringe benefit tax.
Yes, the fringe
That will come on
benefit
some of the day. Yes. The bifurcation is the gaming matter, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Why is that listed for directions? Because item 1 is only listed.
There are two appeals.
All right, then
and the
item
transfer
1,
petition.
right, the court master says that, we have to pass the usual procedural direction for appointing nodal counsel so that they prepare one common compilation. So tell us who will be the nodal counsel.
That's right.
Mr. I'll take AOR's name to your lordship's bench. And one from the department. So 2 of us can be there.
Is
Give
there
me by
a
lunchtime.
compilation for the department? Is there a compilation for the?
Only for petition.
So now tell us for the petitioners, who will be the nodal counsel?
I can volunteer.
Mr. Kunal Kishore can.
Ma'am, since you've already prepared.
Anisha Karya, I've already our compilation.
And for the department, Mr. Venkatraman, are you appearing in the one? You are appearing. Who will be the nodal counsel there?
Mr. Divakar.
Mr. Divakar. So Ms. Manisha Karya and Mr. Divakar will be nodal counsel. Usual orders. And prepare one common compilation duly indexed with written submissions in terms of our last circular. And file it by what date will you file it? Mr. Datar, by what date will you file the compilation?
Your lordship is posting it in August or July?
We'll post it in August, so we'll give you enough time to file the compilation. You can file the compilation including written submissions by the 31st of July and we'll place it in August. All right, so that seal number 1 is over. That way, we have just one compilation, otherwise it becomes impossible to.
Item 2, Millard, the canon matter, Millard, they have put a direction now. It has to be, bench has to be constituted, the out of batch of matter there.
So here also, can we have one
Yes, we can do a compilation.
right? So who will be the nodal counsel?
I will.
Charanya will be the.
From our
right.
side, V. Chandrasekhar Bharti will be the
So.
panel counsel.
Charanya Lakshmi Kumar and Mr. V. Chandrasekhar Bharti. And can you prepare the submissions and compilation by 31st of July?
No, definitely.
Definitely.
Then we'll keep it in the first week of August and we'll take this up because a lot of matters across India are dependent on this.
Pending.
Thousands.
The thing is, my is 3 member bench. Because this matter, the canon matter was passed by 3 judges.
Right.
Therefore, it has to be.
It has to be 3 judges. It'll be before this regular bench.
Yes,
It'll be before me and my 2 colleagues. So we are seized of the matter.
As it pleases.
Item 3 is the Google matter.
Manoj, I appear for Google. Your lordship recalls your lordship.
What we'll have to do is, are the compilations ready in Google?
Everything is done. Manoj, give dates in September.
Today, Mr. Sade, only because we have the NEET matter and, literally lakhs of
Manoj,
all over the country are waiting for the outcome of this matter.
No, in September, Manoj, give dates in September.
Probably in the first week of September so that we can conclude.
Manoj, a little later, I have the Indus Valley dispute before the neutral expert in September.
Second week of September, Marathon.
After 15th, Manoj. After 15th, any day.
Submissions have not been received, the court master says, so you'll have to email them.
That will make sure, Manoj, are sorted
All
out.
right, why don't you give us on the side of Mr. Salve one nodal counsel?
Lordships,
Yes.
we have filed it. We filed it on the 3rd of October. We'll file it again. We'll send an email again. It's been filed.
All right, who's the nodal counsel on your side?
Mr. Rohit Chandelier, he's the nodal counsel.
Mr. Shandilia, and what about Mr. Venkatraman, your side?
Already said in
We've already appointed nodal counsel. All right, then make sure that is filed by the 31st of July. All right.
Yes.
Gaming matter.
This again, Manoj, is the gaming matter.
Are these absolutely ready for
Union Marots has filed its counter. Lordship had directed
Hello?
violations to be filed, appointed nodal counsel. That has not.
102.
We can do it one of each.
So we set down 31st of July for completing the filing of the compilation.
Maybe 15th August may be better, Malak, but I'll leave it to
Anti-profiting batch we can exclude, but amongst gaming, no segregation, my lord. Everything has to be heard here.
Malak.
Agreed, agreed. My friend is right.
One second,
15th August may be better.
This exercise has been done in the registry.
Yes,
The gaming matters we've got separately listed and the anti-profiteering
Yes.
matters are separately.
Correct.
So the
Lordship.
they have to be segregated. Now, what we will do is that the learned counsel can, this is being done by Charanya.
The list is made. Charanya has
Have
made.
you looked at it?
Just check it up, my lord. Just give it to me now.
All right, Ms. Charanya Lakshmakumaran, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioners, some of the petitioners, has prepared a tabulated statement segregating into single invert commas, gaming into invert commas, matters from the into single inverted commas, anti-profiteering matters. Full stop. The statement is reproduced below. Copy kar lijiye. Mr. N. Venkatraman, learned ASG, states that he will have this duly verified within the course of within a week. And intimate the registry in regard to whether he agrees on whether the statement reflects the correctness of the statement. Full stop. This may be communicated to the court master no later than by date de dijiye on the email ID. The compilations are ready.
Counter, and the counter was received by us in the writ petitions on Monday evening. So we need some time to file the rejoinder.
If a rejoinder has to be filed, that may be filed on or before 31 July 2024.
Lordship, some of the transferred matters, the councils indicated that they would also like to make written submissions when we checked with them. So they were waiting for direction.
All right. If any further written submissions are to be filed, including the transferred cases, they may be filed with the nodal council who will send to the common compilation. So the written submission shall not exceed 5 pages each. Because
would your lordship set it down on 31st for directions?
Absolutely.
Would your lordship have it on 31st for directions, Manoj?
We'll have it on the 31st of July for directions. For the directions on the 31st, which is a Wednesday.
Lordship,
please. Taken first.
All right.
Directions.
My lords will segregate it.
We are segregating gaming and the two sets
anti-profiteering.
There is no difficulty in segregating gaming and anti-profiting. Now, any
That's
segregation within gaming is not acceptable.
So we are not asking for it now.
Somebody last time said game of skill should be segregated.
Mr. Venkatraman, now you're giving them ideas.
Yes, correct.
No games.
Nobody has said it for now, Malak.
All right. Now, so that covers 4, 19 and 20.
Anti-profiteering some date.
So 31st of July, we'll keep it for directions.
Yes.
Just to ensure that everything is complete, then we list it immediately and hear this matter.
Great.
Obliged, Malak. Obliged.
Lordship.
Matter, because this is for the gaming matter, now the counter, etc. we have prepared. For anti-profiteering matters, there are no directions in terms of
The circular.
permission to
So
file.
for the anti-profiteering matters, we'll issue similar procedural directions, same nodal council,
Can be then.
same nodal council, same. And by 31st July, that process must be completed.
You can do that. Publish it.
That is neat.
Please below this.
Mr. Agde, we'll now stand back the income tax matters. We are not adjourning it for the day, but in view of the importance of the NEET matters, we'll take up the NEET matters, because but all the other learned counsel may step aside and you can have a little time off, but we'll take up the income tax matter because we're not taking up any other heavy matter until we take up that. So NEET only because of the social ramification, we thought we'll give priority to the NEET matter. All right, now.
They're all mixed up. 5, 7, 9 and all that.
Now, who's going to open the arguments in the NEET matters for the petitioners?
My item 5 is slightly on a different footing. I am showing not merely the leakage of the examinations, but I am showing the.
Because mine is the first matter wherein the.
Mr. Dwivedi, where are you appearing in this matter? Judge's pension matter. I think you're safe today because, if after this, we are going to take up the parted tax matter, which will take the rest of the day. So, but the judge's pension matter is again important and we will take it up probably next week. We'll list it and take it up. Just a little adjustment of the board, that's all.
So far as item
7, if you I can.
The writ petition under Article 226 of this candidate is pending before Honorable High Court of Delhi. He has filed writ petition under 32 before this Honorable Court also, saying that I'll withdraw that. This is the third time consecutively where he is alleging that my OMR has been replaced, which is factually.
All right.
That would be.
That we will see what to do there, because that's not about the systemic issue, but about his own OMR sheet. There we may be who's appearing. Which one is that serial number?
Item 5. My lord, in 514.
So five, why don't you do this? Go to the High Court. Whether your OMR sheet has been replaced or not, there is not a systemic issue.
High Court has already passed the judgments. High Court has refused to examine this issue. My lord had delegated.
So why have you filed a writ petition? You have to file an SLP then.
No, my lord, in 2020, I went before Honorable High Court on the directions of this Honorable Court.
But now High Court is held against you.
In 2021.
21 hoga, 20 hoga, 19 hoga, 23 hoga.
My lord, since that.
But now tell us, what remedy do you have against that judgment of the High Court?
Against that, even if I come in SLP, my lord cannot grant me an admission. My lord, I am saying I reappear in the examination in the
Fair enough. We'll entertain your writ.
Yes.
On one condition, that now then we will treat the order of the High Court as attained finality.
Yes.
So we will then hear your writ on the footing that the order of the High Court has attained finality. So you are taking a chance.
My lord, High Court refused to examine the issues. That's the final.
All right, we'll see. We'll see when the matter is called in.
My lord, may I?
Mr. Nagamutu, we are seized of the matter. We know how important it is. It's about our own retired judges. But we have the NEET matter today, so we'll give priority to the NEET matter today. We just indicated to Mr. Dwivedi, we'll try and accommodate it sometime next week, so we'll take it up immediately. We'll just give me a little time, so I'll just in the evening discuss the board position with the court master, and then we'll fix it because we have to take it up.
My lord, I'm here for item number 6. I have the same prayer that my OMR sheet was replaced and the.
All right, let the matter open up now. If everybody just keeps on giving your individual fact, who's going to open the hearing?
Yes,
open the argument?
mine is the first matter, my lord, where they have filed their responses.
So we'll hear Mr. Huda first.
Yes, my lord, I'll supplement whatever he is.
All right, and then we'll hear the solicitor.
Your lordships had an occasion to go through the second status report.
Yes,
CBA.
we have seen the second
Now
stage.
that is something is crystal.
We have seen the second stage.
Yesterday it was.
Yes, I saw it in the morning today. Both my learned brothers have seen the second status report.
Made please, lordship. This is yours.
Just one suggestion.
Okay.
All my.
Okay. That will be first play. My lord, in item 5, may I please request that the first prayer is, my lord, that.
You're not arguing it. You have somebody before you who is to argue his matter.
They are in item 7 and item 5, I am making a request.
But which is the lead prayer? Which is the lead matter? Are you prepared to argue the whole matter on the leak, etc.?
No, I'm on the, not on the legal aspect, my lord.
Then why are you interrupting the flow of the proceedings, Allow somebody who is arguing the main matter to take charge, right? We'll hear you at the end, no problem.
Since not replied.
May it please, lordship. Lord, 2-3 things at the outset, Lord. As per my lord's direction, CBI was supposed to file their status report. Filing, we understood it will be filed and it will be supplied to us. And that was the direction.
The only problem is this.
Pardon?
The only problem is this today. I
Please.
mean, I'm all for transparency. In fact, this is not a sealed cover procedure. Let me be very clear. But today an investigation is going on.
Correct. I
Right?
quite follow that.
If what CBI has told us in the course of the investigation is revealed, probably the investigation will get scuttled because people will become wise on what are the leads which have emerged in the course of the investigation. So that's the only thing.
I bow down, Lord, straight away. My only, you see, the intervention in between will cause a problem.
So what we would like you to do, Mr. Huda, is
Please.
you have to, you know, redaction is not possible in these kind. If it's redacted, then it'll have nothing of it'll have nothing of substance. You will have to show us prima facie on the basis of your submissions that the leak is so systemic and has affected the entire examination process across the country that we must cancel the examination and direct a fresh examination to be held.
Yes.
That is the area where we want to hear you. And then we'll hear the learned solicitor in response to that.
I will assess this honorable court
Then,
of that area.
just 1 second. Second, we have some ideas also on what we are going to post to the solicitor thereafter.
Please, Lord.
We would like you to assist us on assuming, if we accept your wider submission that you must have a fresh NEET examination, then that's what you exactly want. Suppose in the alternative, after hearing you both, we are not with you. Then we would like you to also assist the court on which are the further lines of investigation. What are the lines of investigation which must be carried out? In the sense that which are the specific issues which must be investigated. So we would like your assistance on both. The other is an alternate argument.
Yes, but that alternative argument has also come in my supplementary note, which I circulated yesterday.
Okay, we'll
in the same matter, I have suggested that this is the line of investigation should be conducted to unearth this entire controversy.
All right, then we'll look at that. Later on, we'll read it with you.
At the outset, my lord, I was flagging my handicap in I'm assisting. I'm not saying that. But the handicap I have in assisting this honorable court in this leak matter, one, they have not declared the entire result. They have declared the result of 100 people. And my assistance is information gathered from here and there. UPSC, my lord, in IAS exam, they declare the result of entire people. At least they should have declared the result of this 1 lakh people who get admission, first 50,000 in the medical colleges.
Just one second.
The two handicaps, my lord, may kindly notice, I will have in the course of my assistance to this honorable court.
First 50,000. How many seats in the government medical colleges?
56,000. And Lord, everybody clamor for these first 56,000. Even the people below 56,000 may be willing to go for a re-examination.
And how many in the private medical colleges?
52,000. 56 and 52. That is 1,08,000. Now, my lord, if re-exam happens, literally it is, if all of them do not want re-examination, the total number is 1,08,000 people, not 23 lakh people. The remaining 22 lakh people
have not got admission at all.
Have not got admission. So
Except
they are willing.
Except for the fact that if some people have wrongly got into the 1,08,000 category,
that's right.
Then somebody below the 1,08,000 can legitimately get into that 1,08,000.
Correct. That's right. So, but in fact, the balance is this 1 lakh. If all of them 1 lakh don't want re-examination, this 1 lakh on one side and 22 lakh on the other side, who would like to take a chance in view of the this examination is marred by controversy. All 22 lakh would like to have a second chance.
That argument,
yes,
Mr. Huda, there's a problem. Forget the question of leak in this matter. Merely because, say, out of 22 lakh, 1,08,000 only have got admission or would get admission. And therefore, you are left with, say, about 20 lakhs, 22 lakh students who would want to take a chance. We cannot order a re-examination merely because they want to take a chance.
Right. But I just
re-examination has to be on a concrete footing, that the sanctity of the entire examination has been broken.
I bow down. I just wanted to dispel an impression that the stake in the re-examination is of lakhs of people. No, the stake is of 1,08,000 people. I will have to set up, demonstrate conclusively that we cannot segregate tainted from the untainted. In Tanvi Sabharwal case and the judgment authored by Malo, clearly says in Tanvi Sarwal's case, the finding was we have identified 44 candidates. How cannot permit even 10 people?
Mr. Huda, I think, you need not labor that point
Correct.
because you're absolutely right on that.
I'm so grateful.
That if you can, conceptually,
Yes, sir.
that if you can establish that it is not possible to segregate the tainted from the untainted,
Correct.
then the whole examination has to go. Because
Yes.
those basic, you can of course show those authorities briefly to us
Yes, sir.
at a certain point.
Please.
But when we have looked at the facts, but before we go into the authorities, we want you to address the core of the facts before us.
Yes. So, my lord, I will try to first summarize my case and then elaborate.
All right.
So that, my lord, has an
Fair.
idea what I am saying.
So you can summarize now. My brother Justice Pardiwala would like to know, out of 108,000, totally how many petitioners are before the court?
Lord, it is NTA can say, my lord.
NTA, 30. Now, you're for NTA, no?
38.
Transfer petitions filed by the NTA, my lord.
So 38 petitions includes the 6 transfer petitions or transfer petitions?
Petitions before this honorable court would include the 6 transfer petitions
All
filed
right.
by the NTA, my lord. So
But
32 petitioners, 32 petitions.
Our question is little.
How many?
So,
8,000.
I represent 10. I'm from
How many are asking for?
supported by 43 more from
Because, Lord, I do not know how many, at least 100, the candidates must have called us individually, but who have not
I
petitioned.
think they have a figure.
108 minutes.
108. Mr. Kaushik, if you can just ask somebody, any of your team from the NTA, to just do this physical exercise of telling us even at lunch or after lunch, how many total students are involved in the matters before not involved, but how many students have moved the court in this batch of cases?
Lords, with utmost respect, my lords, that may.
Approximately minutes, 108 are seeking reconduct of the
The
examination.
council,
50.
108 who are seeking re-exam are amongst 108,000.
No.
Yes.
No, they'll be outside 108,000.
We are outside 108.
They plan to be. They plan.
Because 108,000 would get, they have succeeded.
They are not seek re-examination at all.
I represent
So all those who have not been able to
Yes,
clear.
yes.
some people within 108 are also before your lordships because they say
They will not get into government medical.
They will not
get
get
into
they will get into it.
My lord, in my petition,
seeking re-examination.
my petition 700. In my lab petition, my lord, there are 5 candidates. One of them.
Now in charge, unless we ask a question to some other council, the others may not interrupt because otherwise, our line of thinking is also affected. And he's deflected also. He has his thought process in some matter, yes.
Students out of total.
They are not in mission.
I'm on your side, ma'am.
Also, Brother Manohar Mishra had a point. What is the minimum mark which has been received by the petitioners before the court? We just want, you need not give us an offhand answer. Just do it at lunch and tell us.
My lord, can I one thing, my lord? In 5 petitioners in my petition, my lord. One is having, my lord, 700. Another is having 600.
How will we be able to, just wait for a minute. Let's have the conceptual basis of the matter. We can't go in individual facts like this. Let's have the concept very clear before us and then we can see where the balance lies. Yes, Mr. Wood. We'll hear you. We're not going to run away. We are here to hear you and do justice to the matter.
Qualifying marks are 164.
Done this exercise. There are 131 students who are not falling within 108,000 and they are playing for retest. 130.
131 students.
And there are petitioners and there are 254 who are falling within 108,000. They are opposing them. Not that statistics can assist your lordship either way, but factually this is the position.
So 131 students beyond 108,000 who want a retest and
254, they are in the form of IAs or implement.
Who are opposing.
for opposing the retest.
Lords, the
They
figures
fall within 1,08,000.
the figures may not always be right, my lords, because I represent somebody who falls within.
Yes, that's true.
And who says, whose rank is about 2009. But, so my lords, we'll work out the figures in common with Mr. Kaushik.
Now, tell us also what is the cutoff rank for the 56,000 and for the 1,08,000?
May just one clarification, conceptually. Anybody who is above the 50th percentile qualifies, in the sense that if somebody above them also does not go into medicine, goes into IIT, for instance, there will be a figure. So passing is 164. Passing is 164, but admission is a dynamic process, may stop at 1 lakh, may stop at 1,50,000. And depending on the particular quota or reservation or whatever is available. 164 is the cutoff mark. 164 means that you are above the 50th percentile. So about half the people have a qualification to be allotted a seat, but not everybody will be allotted a seat. So it's a dynamic process. There is 1,08,000 seats available. Some of them may not opt for medicine, some may go into IIT, this, that, and the other. The figure will come down. And also depending on whether you have a reserved category or something. So it is not, so it is dynamic, but roughly saying, I think the last figures will stop at 2.5 lakhs, rank wise. That's
all right. Let's hear Mr. Huda now. Yes, Mr. Huda.
Wait, please, Lords. So, my Lord, I'm
You
starting.
can summarize your case, you said.
Yes, yes, my Lord. I'll just summarize, but it will give me a space, please. Lord, I'm starting with a handicap. I do not have the result. Because of that, I cannot have the data analytics, which the state has placed, NTA has placed on record, giving the bell curve. And Lord, one of the director of IIT Madras is a member of the governing body of NTA. They have run the data analytics process, taking the entire number of 23,33,000 candidates who sat in the examination. If data analytics is to be run to 23,33,000 people, at what stage 10,000 or 20,000 people have sneaked into it? This data analytics running into half a page, which every dot means thousands of people. You cannot detect any abnormality when you draw a bell curve, which is based on 23,33,000. The correct procedure, if at all they were doing it, the correct procedure was to apply this process to 1,08,000 people. The first 1 lakh people in 2021, 22, 23, and 24. Probably the curve would have been able to catch 1,000, 2,000 people going up and down. Now even 1% is up, is into thousands of candidates. This Honorable Court has not tolerated, even if it comes to a conclusion that 1,000 people have entered into the system of this 1 lakh, which we are not able to detect. This examination cannot be sustained.
Well, that's one aspect about what IIT Madras has done. Now, what about, how do you develop, now you can develop the basic case that you have.
I'm demonstrating that IIT Madras can't be relied upon.
Because they have taken the entire body of 21.33 lakhs.
That's right.
And according to you, that data analytics should have been done on the restricted figure of 1,08,000 and compare that with 2021, 22 and 23.
So great. And my lord, the governing body member is the of NTA is the director IIT Madras. There is a conflict of interest, my lord.
No, but therefore, you take it, I mean, what is at the highest, what does that lead to? Your argument is that the data analytics has been done by NTA itself.
Correct. That's right.
It can't be higher than that.
And apply.
That's because because the director of IIT Madras is also on the governing body of NTA.
Right.
You are,
Actually, he's not.
is not, they
He's
say.
present in
But
the court
the-
on my request. He says he's not on the board of directors of NTA.
Oh, I see.
He was an outsider whose without expertise.
But anybody from IIT Madras who is on the governing body of NTA?
He was, somebody else was,
Was means in the past.
in past.
Today IIT Madras has no, nobody from IIT Madras in NTA.
When was that password when he exited?
But the person, the director who has prepared this report,
Mr. Solicitor, just sit for a second and ask them what the position is so that you can have a seat.
were you a member of NTA? Just, this is not the way it is done. Please don't do this.
I have not attended any board, not your.
Member. He is not a member. Any other person who is a member?
I'm person. What's the previous guy?
When?
I step down strictly.
Subject to further verification. But the IIT, whichever IIT organizes JEE examination, IIT JEE for selection in, the chairman of that examination committee is ex officio member in NEET, NT. But the office, the director who has prepared this report is not the member. But some Mr. Gopal.
Now, IIT JEE for 2024 was held by IIT Madras or who else?
IIT Madras. He is the chairman of that IIT JEE examination committee, but he deputed somebody to attend meetings of NT.
Oh, I see.
Ex officio is there to use his expertise.
So I'll just take it down. IIT JEE for 2024
was conducted by IIT Madras.
Yes.
And the chairman of IIT who conducts IIT JEE, ex officio is a member of NTA.
And what role does NTA have in regard to the IIT JEE?
Nothing, nothing.
There's no.
He is not
No, just ask the director.
NTA conducts JEE.
NTA conducts.
So the actual NTA, the actual IIT JEE mains are conducted by NTA.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I see. So IIT Madras would only set the papers, or what happens?
No, they would conduct the examination. JEE advanced they conduct, JEE mains is conducted by NTA.
So mains is conducted by
NTA.
By NTA. That's like the preliminary exam. The mains.
Advanced.
Advance is like, no, advance is only
IT. May final.
This is only for IIT. Whosoever is intended to get admission in IIT, they opt for the advanced. Otherwise, all other are.
They are only, the admissions are on the basis of IIT JEE mains. And IIT JEE advanced, NTA doesn't conduct that. So IIT JEE advanced is conducted by whom?
NTA.
No.
IITs.
IITs or one IIT?
It is conducted by IITs. One become the organizing IIT. This year it was IIT Madras.
Okay, so like the CLAD.
Yes.
So this year, the IIT JEE advanced, the organizer was IIT Madras.
Correct. Okay. And Lord, he has gone into city-wise as well as center-wise analysis.
Now, when you said that the chairperson of IIT JEE is the ex officio member of NTA,
governing body.
of the government, is ex officio a member of the governing body?
Yes, and governing body has no correlation with the activities of the conduct of the exam.
So the IIT JEE, the chairperson. So this time, who was the chairperson?
I took this time chairperson. He was the chair.
He was the chairperson. He deputed one Mr. Gopal Krishnan to attend the meetings on his behalf.
No, but who was the chairperson? The director of IIT Madras was the chairperson?
Yes. For J. Because IIT Madras was the organizing body.
So IIT Madras was the organizing body both for the mains as well as advance, or only for advance?
Only advance. Mains was conducted by NTA, by us.
Entirely. But IIT Madras's director was an ex officio member of the
governing body, Manoj, which is a kind of a
NTA. Of NTA. And is he an ex officio member only for this year or generally?
He would be, whichever IIT conducts the exam.
For that year, he becomes a member of the governing body. All right, I got it.
But I must tell your lordships, my lord, that what is placed in the report is, my lord, for, say, a city-wise spread of top 100 rankers.
This time, the director IIT Madras would be ex officio a member of the governing NTA, but he had deputed somebody else on his behalf to attend the meetings.
One Mr. Professor Gopal Krishna. And I have city-wise and center-wise.
So that I'm explaining.
But deputy professor or doctor?
Gopal Krishna. Professor Gopal Krishna. But if my learned friend is going on the question of bias, that may not help here. I have sat with him, my lord, I have examined everything which he has done. Yeah, I can show it to your lordships, and my lord, it is city-wise, center-wise, and at the national level.
Yes, my lord,
Just to show that there is no.
That you can indicate when your turn comes. Notice. All right, now tell us.
Without showing the document, my lord, that city-wise and center-wise, the first table is, my lord, the bell curve of 23,000 people. 23 lakh people. The second table is city-wise top ranker analysis, the top 100, how top 100s are spread over across the cities. Then there is a table which gives
Can we do this, Mr. Huda, to understand your submission? Can we just look at the report of IIT Madras?
Yes, I straight away demonstrate.
Let's go straight there because
Yes,
let us first understand what they have done.
Yes, that's great. Lord, may kindly see the reply filed by them on 10th of July.
Just one second. Serial number कौन सा है भाई ये?
Union of India.
Additional affidavit dated 10th of July filed on behalf of respondent number 2, my lord.
NTA dated 10th of July?
Correct, Lord. That's right. Lord, this is respondent number 2. Annexure A, page 12.
Page 950 तो है ही नहीं बोलता. It's analysis of the 17 candidates or no?
Lord, this annexure is data analytics of NEET-UG 2024, annexure A.
Not, it may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra. Item
Shivangi Mishra.
So that was the first.
Yes,
it is in Shivangi Mishra's case, my lord, because they didn't file it in my case.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
But copies are served on.
Yes,
that is
copies are.
Report from IIT Madras, pages 12 to 18. Let's see that.
Yes, now, you see, and at page 12 is, there's an executive summary given on page 1, and then the charts. Executive summary indicates they have gone all the way to explain. If I can read it, the executive summary.
Yes.
Marks distribution follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination.
Just one second.
Yeah. Executive summary, short summary. Marks distribution follows bell-shaped curve that is witnessed in any large-scale examination, indicating no abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done for 2 years, 23-24, to find out if there are any abnormal indication. Analysis is carried out for the top 1.4 lakh ranks, given that the total number of seats across the country is around 1.1 lakh. This analysis is granular enough to indicate any abnormality had a large number of students gotten into high rank top 5% due to malpractice, or if students from a particular exam center or city were benefited. The analysis show that there is neither any indication of mass malpractice nor a localized set of candidates being benefited leading to abnormal scores. I would say this is beyond their brief, what they are stating here. D, there is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students. E part, there is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students specifically in the range of 550 to 720. This increase is seen across the cities and centers. This is attributed to 25% reduction in syllabus. That's not their case for them to say. In addition, the candidates obtaining such high marks are spread across multiple cities and multiple centers, indicating very less likelihood of malpractice. Well, if I can take just one moment here. NTA, the government of India, in their reply is talking that they're attributing two reasons for this exponential inflation in the marks. Two reasons are there is 22 to 25% syllabus reduction and hence the inflation. Two, increase in candidates. Nowhere there is a whisper that there was increase in the syllabus that we have placed on record. If not more, at least corresponding. So, if I can say so, the reply is not giving a full disclosure for oblique reasons. If they are talking about deleting the syllabus, they should simultaneously talk about increase also. At least they should disclose it. I will show the increase part of the syllabus. I will come to it. So there is an increase and decrease both. But this IIT Madras is talking about 25% reduction. Probably they are not given the papers that there is an increase also. And why IIT Madras will not?
Let's look at the data.
Yes. Now kindly see the first table. This table, blood, is for 23 lakh people. They say it is a bell shape. And any large examination will have a similar kind of a shape. And hence, there is no red flags. Now, starting from extreme right, where 720, now it is going up to the marks. Now, at every stop, there are thousands and thousands of people. This one line, which encapsulate about 24 lakh people, cannot give them any abnormality if 10,000 have gotten into this system through a back door and there is an inflation. Inflation is admitted. Leak is admitted. They are trying to justify it that it should be the same curve, and it is the same curve. So this is no indication that there is no abnormal. That is my respectful submission. Because of the data is too large, which can't be caught. Granular variations can't be seen with this large data.
Yes.
Now, may I kindly see the next table? They say the city-wise top ranker analysis. Plot of the marks obtained versus number of candidates for all the candidates who took the examination. Similar analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This further strengthens our view that there was no major abnormality. There can be abnormality, but there is no major abnormality which can be caught by this system if this Python software is run through 24 lakh students' data. Now, we can see center-wise top ranker analysis, which they say that there are city-wise, there are 571 cities. They say first top 100 are evenly spread, and then the data they give is only with regard to 17 students. Bangalore, Karnataka 5, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh 4, Kota, Rajasthan 3, Tamil Nadu 3, total is 17. Why are they shying away? Giving, if they have run it for top 100, they should give for top 100. That will include Hardayal School, Bahadurgarh, which had 8 candidates from the same center. Now, they are leaving us in darkness because they have the data, we do not have a data. So whatever they are saying, we are trying to analyze and find that is it correct or not. Now, the same story runs through all their tables. Can you see the next table?
But I can give, there is no difficulty. Just to
all right.
Context,
I'll read the narration also.
Only a minute, just to give the context. This chart shows that out of students who got first top 100, and we are not counting those 1563. Please don't count them because they become a separate class.
My only limited objection is why send only for 17 people? Why don't they give a data for 100, top 100?
I'm answering that. Please allow me to. You listen to it. In Bengaluru, just to show the difference, in 23 there was 1, here it is 5. Maximum in India, the city which got 100 ranker is 5 in Bengaluru, Lucknow 4, Kota 3, Namakkal 3, Patna 2. Rest are 1, 0, 1, 0, 1.
But do you have the breakup of the top 100 ranks?
Yes.
Top 100 ranks, if you can give us what cities do they come from? Because we have now got the data for the 17, 5 and 4, 9 and 3, 12 and 15 to 17.
Rest would be 1, 0, 1, 0.
If you can just give us in a chart, you can set it out and give it to us and give it to the others also. That if we take the top 100, which are the cities from which they are?
Correct.
Our counter affidavit at page 118, we have shared the 100 side also, and we have based it on.
Just give it to us separately right now. Yes. You have it right now, just give it to us.
It's here to our counter affidavit.
Where is it? You just page.
Your counter.
Page number 118.
Counter of NTA.
Item
7.
Vanshika, yes, sir. 118. Yes. So, कहाँ से बने?
So, with 91.
Yes, spread to 91 places, but these 5 are top. Bangalore has maximum students, 5 who are in the first 100. Rest would be 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, etc.
We said 950, no?
Affidavit on behalf of NTA?
Yes, my lord, 118, annexed R19.
A19.
R19. PDF page 121.
Replying.
$121.
PDF 120.
Hey, 121 is some wakalatnama.
Annexure.
Analysis of top 100 can
R9.
Counter affidavit on behalf of NTA?
Additional affidavit of NTA.
Additional affidavit of NTA.
The petition number would be petition 335 of 2000.
Correct. So one Binod Kumar Sahu is the deponent?
Yes.
Right, got it.
There we have got the annexure A1 is a performance analysis of 17 candidates of Patna, Bihar.
Yes.
A2 is copy of screenshots of messages.
Correct. Same.
Now, which is the chart that you're referring to?
118. In the entire country, the analysis of top 100 candidates.
Where is that actually?
That exactly, my lord,
This is
annexure
118, my lord, annexure 19, R19.
118. पेज नंबर तो 118 होगा. Not be, they could not make the my lord, appropriate application within time. My lord, we received 15,000 new registrations, approximately, maybe plus minus. My lord, we received 3,000 physical representations and 900 representations on email. But the relevant figure is this. Out of this new 14,094 students, I'm sorry, 15,094 students.
Yes.
Those who will be getting admission in 1,08,000 are only 44.
44 students are
qualifying for getting admission and are within 1,08,000, which is the total number of medical seats.
14.
And let's 12,665 candidates are getting less than 200. That means they are failing.
12,665
out of these.
200 marks out of
720.
Out of 720.
They are failing. Out of 1,500, 12,000 are 15,000, 12,000 are failing. Just to indicate and satisfy.
Only 44 got in at.
Yes.
To satisfy our lordship's conscience that this was not, my lord, intended to help someone.
Right.
It was, my lord, a pro-student measure ultimately that we have received 3,000 physical representations and 900 representations on email. Let window be open for 2 days. And the figure new registration is 15,094. 15,085, not I stand corrected.
Oh. Mr. Huda.
Yes, my lord. Lord, I don't want to spend much time on
No,
that.
one more aspect, my lord. There was one kind of a discrepancy which was noticed in the first half regarding the Jaipur. The chart which your lordships have seen contains where in 2003 and 2004 there was an increase. In 2003, 3% fall within, my lord, say first 100, and it became 4. In Jaipur, that is Rajasthan, 2023 also 9 students were in first 100, and this time also they were in first 100. So that chart depicts cities where there is an increase this time, which is from 224, 225. The rest are 110, 110, etc.
Yes, on the IIT chart, I don't want to spend much time. Just 2-3 tables I want to show, and I want to proceed because there is much better evidence on record to show a leak and a systemic.
Now, what are your submissions? Now, why don't you formulate your
submission with regard to IIT chart? First was that there is a conflict of interest. 2, they have taken the data of 23,33,000 to have this bell-shaped curve and to say that it does not show any abnormality. I say 1 or 2 or 3% insertion of other candidates using unfair means can't be detected in such large data.
Yes.
Third, I say the different tables they give, they are giving without declaring the result, they are giving the data only with regard to 2 to 3 cities and not the entire data. for the scrutiny of the petitioners. It is a sampling they have done to suit their own. Eight and 9 at page 15. They are drawing, let me kindly see table 8 and 9. How wrong they have gone in their analysis. They are showing a table 8 at page 15. The center-wise rank of top 500. Now, my lord, for 24 is the table 4. So Bhatinda, they say only 5. Seeker, they say 4. Surat, they say 4. Now, my lord, they are comparing this with the data of 23.
Where do you get that? Where do you get that table?
Table 8, my lord.
Table 8.
Correct. Table 8, center-wise rank of 2024, my lord.
Yes.
So they focus on Bhatinda, Seeker, and Surat, and they give the number of students. Now the next table, they are comparing the two tables to show that there is no abnormality. In the next center-wise rank of 23 of top 500. Now they are comparing Rajkot with Bhatinda, Vijayawada with Seeker, Delhi with Surat. I do not know how they do it. If they are doing a comparison, center-wise rank of two different years, they have to compare apple with apple. But they say, no, we will do it like this. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And the argument I'm making is, they cannot take support of this IIT Madras report to say that there is no leak and there is no cheating.
No, that
and
is, that they're
the
doing
only thing
they are
is,
seeing if there is any abnormality. That's all.
they,
Whether there's a leak or not, you have to establish aliende.
Yes, the only thing is IIT Faridabad has not been able to pinpoint the red flags. They say we have not been able to find it. Everything seems to be normal. Now, Lord, may kindly see table 16 straight away, and then I don't want to waste Lord's time on this table because that is not a clinching on either side. Just to show that the kind of inflation is there, which is shown in table 16. And they say this is normal. I say this is not normal. Lord, may kindly see page 17. Now they have given the total number of candidates for 3 years with a rank of 550 to 720. Lord, this is the marks range 550 to 720. This table 16. 2022 in this marks range. Lord, I have done the total. The total of 2022 from marks range of 550 to 720 is 49,134. Lord, may kindly note it somewhere. 49,134 is 2022 total candidate in the marks range of 550 to 720. For the next year, 2023, my lord, the number goes up to 64,520. If I total, my lord, all the 4 categories given here.
For 2022, how much was it?
My lord, 2022, it was 49,134.
Yes.
23, my lord, this number goes up to 64,520.
And?
There is an increase of 15,000 crore approximately.
And 24?
And 24, this figure goes to 1,42,137. So the increase is 77,000. So the previous year, the increase was 15,000.
How many students actually appeared in 2022, 23 and 24? Total students?
Yes. Look, there is an increase of about 1 lakh students.
2022, how many students appeared?
But it is 3 lakh students. 2.95 to be precise.
2.95 lakh students.
It will be more.
And
Can't be-
23. No, it must be much more.
Can't be, it has to be more.
Mr. Kaushik, in 2022, how many students appeared?
Okay, yes, but I have this.
This is total.
Total number?
1,87,000.
Yes. Lord,
1 lakh?
It is. No, 18
I
lakhs.
have the exact figures.
Once again, 18.
I have the exact figures, Lord.
I've got the figure, correct figures. It's 18,72,343 registered,
18,72,000.
17,64,571 actually appeared.
17 lakh?
17,64,571. Yes, 22. In 24 minutes.
23?
23 registered is 20,87,462.
Yes. How many appeared?
Appeared is 20,38,596.
And 24?
24 minutes registered is 24,06,079.
And appeared?
Appeared is minutes 33,32,297.
So between 22 and 24, the number who registered has gone up from 18 to 24, which is about, say, 33% increase. And those who appeared increased from 17.64 to 23, again about, say, 33%, 1/3 increase. So as opposed to the increased number of students, about 33% increase, the number in the top echelons has gone up almost by 300%, from 50,000 to 1,40,000.
The increase, but I have another.
Necessarily draw a correlation that therefore the examination is
Maybe
reached.
they have better lot also. But there is a reason given by Lord S.
They,
Understood by
according to you, there was a reduction in the syllabus.
So they have, Lord, IIT Madras, IIT.
Disclose in their response that there was a corresponding increase which we have placed on record. There is not a whisper. And just one thing more.
There was an increase in the syllabus.
There's an increase in the syllabus. And neither the IIT Madras is talking. IIT Madras.
How do you demonstrate that there was an increase in the syllabus?
I have a document placed on record, but they can't deny it.
Show us that.
I will straight away show it. Just want to show it here. Just one thing. Increase of number of people in the examination in 2021 was 1,78,000. 22 it was 2.2 lakh increase. In 23 2.74 lakh, and 24 the increase is 2,95 lakh. So the increase is almost linear.
About 33% increase every year.
Lord, in terms of lakhs, Lord, I'm saying.
It's about 1/3, roughly
1.7 lakh, 2.2 lakh, 2.74 lakh, and now 2.95 lakh. It's almost linear.
15%.
15% at every year. Here, the jump is, Lord, 5-fold. In the number of candidates falling in that category, 77,000. Previous year, the difference was 15,000.
No, but can this by itself be indicated of a leak in the question paper?
No, Lord, I would say there is a smoking gun on the blood. Lord, it's a red flag.
अच्छा एक सेकंड वो डॉक्यूमेंट
How do you show that this?
Lord, may kindly have my supplementary note circulated yesterday.
Your Lordship would note, even in the first bracket, that is 700 to 720, there is a remarkable jump. In 2022, 99 students, my lord, fall within.
That goes up to 2321.
And 350 in last year. That is also almost, my lord, there.
Right.
So that keep on happening because many students will not appear, they could not make it, they reappear in the next year. These are the dynamics.
In that marks range, 22 to 23, the increase was 15,000. 23 to 24, in the same marks range, the increase is 77,000.
Mr.
Wait there. I do it there, Lord.
You have to have something more concrete.
That's right. I will.
Just give
I'm
us a
straight away
statistical,
coming, Lord, to the best part of my submission.
You are the best part.
Yes, I am straight away coming just after showing that there is an increase in this labor.
What was that?
Yes, Lord, allow me, Lord, my supplementary submission circulated yesterday.
Yes.
This annexure A, page 7. But the following syllabus was increase in the NEET-UG 24 examination topic, increase in biology. Lord, this is the topic added. And then, Lord, on the next page, topics increased in chemistry.
Yeah.
Then, Lord, page 8 is the topics increase in chemistry. Lord, these are the topics added at page 8. And then, Lord, page 9, topics increase in physics. Notified just 5 months before the examination. $18 topics, my lord, in physics, chemistry, and biology. And my lord, surprisingly, the conduct of NTA is that there is not a whisper that this syllabus is not only reduced or deleted part of it, but it is increased also. They should have come clean.
All right, you got it.
Now, let's state away, this honorable court on the last date of hearing directed NTA to identify, first of all, Lord, this honorable court directed that how the paper was set, how it was sent to printing, then how it was sent to the centers. The chain of custody. Now, in the chain of custody, their reply is.
Now you're going to the most important
That's
point.
right, straight up.
So what is the submission now? You just formulate it.
Yes,
that we'll get it.
the submission is, their own case is that the questions papers were dispatched for the respective cities on 24th of April 2024. I'm sorry, 24, no. Overall, 24th of April 2024, the papers were dispatched through a reputed courier company, which is a private company in any case. Their name has also come out in everywhere. And it reached the SBI and Canara Bank on 5th of May 2024. 3rd of May, I'm sorry, 3rd of May 2000. It was in rickshaw.
Now, just one clarification. They were sent to the SBI Canara branches in those cities, or what happened? Where were they sent to?
They were sent to the cities.
So wherever that's the total exam, that exam was held in how many cities? 571 centers in 90, how many cities?
571 cities.
4,750
centers.
Right, we had said that last.
Now, with regard to the interesting part now comes.
So these papers were sent to SBI and Can Bank in these 571 cities.
That's right. This is what they say in their reply.
So each of these cities had a SBI branch and a Can Bank branch.
Yes, yes.
And Lord, the dispatch, Lord, may I notice this date?
So they were dispatched on 24/4.
74.
And reached on 3rd May.
The receipt is 5th of May 2024. 3rd of May. 3rd of May 2024.
So the time gap is about almost 9 days.
Yes, this is one aspect. They have not divulged. Now, please.
He is referring to Patna.
I'm not referring to Patna. I'm coming to
we are not fighting.
and then Patna. I'm not. That is a separate story.
Hazaribagh.
Hazaribagh.
इसका वो सीधा हमारा हमारी सप्लीमेंट्री नोट
papers were sent uniformly on the 24th of April.
I will explain, my lord, as CBI has investigated the entire chain from the printer till it is delivered to the center, and how there are checks and balances, sealing, GPS tracking. If there is any tampering, then the GPS immediately my lord, sounds alert that there is at some stage at this particular place on this particular date there is a my lord, there are digital lockers, locks, etc. my lord. I have given, my lord, that detail. There is a 7-layer security, 7-layer safety features. Which,
and now, what has come on record now? I'm straight away coming to that. It was dispatched on 24th of April 24. I'm sorry, 28th of April to.
But you just said 24th. So was it
with regard to Hazaribagh?
No, one thing we want to know. Let's be clear on facts. Was the dispatch for all centers, all cities on the same day?
Yes, let's from the printing press, but its destinations are different across the country, including Andaman Nicobar. It takes separate time. So we have
that you're right, but for the dispatch across the country, did the papers leave the printing press on the same day?
They start leaving late. They start leaving depending on the distance between 24th April to 28th April. They are dispatched from the printing press.
may I explain that system, my lord, how it starts and how it is received by the center?
So the printing press basically distributed the answer sheets and the question paper.
There are 2 printing presses because there are 2 papers.
Right.
One of them is to be chosen.
Right. So the 2 printing presses started distributing the question papers between the 24th and the 28th.
In different cities.
In different cities.
24th to 3rd May for others with regard to Hazaribagh, 28th to 3rd of May.
For dispatch?
Yes, my lord. Dispatch for Hazaribagh, they say in the affidavit, NT affidavit, my lord, I just want to read. Because in deference to my lord's direction, that how it was transported, you specify. They have filed a reply. I want to read one paragraph of the, my lord, NTA additional reply, page 6. My lord, NTA additional reply. In my case, my lord. Transportation of question papers to custodians. I'll just read it and not.
But I'm not thinking this adversarially. This would help you also. Understand the system.
Please let me read it and then.
All right. Where is the NTA additional reply page?
Millard, page 6, Millard.
958.
Which deals with NTA additional reply, Millard. This is 10th of July.
PDF page 953 in Vanchika Yatram transportation.
This is 10th of July, Millard, in Vanchika Yadav affidavit.
Yes.
Millard, may kindly see page 6 bottom. They're talking of Roman 8, transportation of question papers to custodians. Say the sealed trunk was handed over to a reliable all India logistic company for transportation and when dispatched based on distance of examination center across the country. The sealed iron trunks for Hazaribagh, Jharkhand were dispatched on 28th of April 2024. The authorized company loaded the sealed iron trunks into a dedicated closed body vehicle and an electronic lock was put on the door along with one-time seal. The movement of this vehicle was tracked by the logistic company. The truck has also the digital lock with a GPS tracker giving real-time information.
Just a minute,
please.
इसको हम दीवार ही करेंगे मतलब $531 मान के चल
body vehicle with electronic locks And on 3rd of May, this paper trunk was found to be traveling in an e-rickshaw open to sky being delivered at the Oasis school. And there is a photograph on record shows the principal who has now been arrested by the CBI is receiving the trunk, not the SBI bank, but the Hazaribagh school principal. The affidavit before this honorable court is factually incorrect and doesn't even capture that basic part. Here, they say on 3rd of May, page 7, the last bullet of this para, the sealed iron trunk were delivered to the concerned custodian SBI Bank at Hazaribagh, Jharkhand on 3rd of May and was kept in a safe vault by the bank. The bank received the trunks and gave an acknowledgement to the logistic company. Now, my lord, straight away, allow me to come to my supplementary submissions, my lord, which I have placed even the photographs on record, showing that where this trunk was being taken in an e-rickshaw, open to sky with one driver.
Can you now formulate your submissions? You're saying that now, you've seen now the broad lay of the matter. Your contention is the leak is absolutely widespread and systemic.
One.
Now, how do you formulate your submission?
Lord, what I say is, because this honorable court pertinently asked them a question.
No, but just formulate it. Just formulate. We're not able to get your point now. We've seen the broad.
There is a systemic failure in conducting the examination by NTA. And the multiple failures, my lord, if I enlist, the failure is multi-dimensional, and if I enlist serial-wise, my lord.
Yes, just tell us.
Yes. The transportation of the question paper got compromised when for 6 days the question paper remained in the hands of a private courier company. And in support, I have to say about the evidence on record indicating that the question paper for this examination was being transported in an e-rickshaw 2 days prior to the examination.
At Hazaribagh, no?
At Hazaribagh. On 3rd of May. And instead of it being taken straight away to the bank, probably there was no clarity on the direction where the question paper will go. So the e-rickshaw driver took it to the Oasis school.
No. That's not what.
If your lordship.
I will read that. I will read.
Lordships read the caption below the picture. My friend is perhaps not reading that.
Where are you reading?
That's the same picture which is being displayed on the
Let me read just one news item and show this newspaper. Page 12 of my written.
Just a minute.
My supplementary submission, may kindly have for a moment. That will clinch it.
That only I am reading.
Just read.
Allow me to read.
He says that these are the question papers, but picture shows.
My lord, may kindly see page 11. My lord, may just.
OMR sheets.
OMR sheets. After the examination.
It is the 3rd of May. Lord, may allow me to first read, my lord, annexure B at page 11 submission. This news item and then the photograph, my lord, I will show that.
Incorrect version of the situation may not be. My affidavit is with regard to.
Huda, now you have to formulate what your point is. You said
yes,
there was a systemic failure of NTA in conducting the examination. 1, transportation was compromised. The packet remained with a private courier company for 6 days and transported in an e-rickshaw at Hazaribagh on 3 May 2020.
3rd of May 2000, which was received by the principal and instead of the custodian, that is the SBI. And now the information with us is that this principal of Hazaribagh has been arrested for being a conspirator in the leak. He was part of the NTA. He was a city coordinator.
Then what is the next point?
The next point is the dissemination of the leaked paper was happening from 3rd of May itself, and the evidence of the chat on the Telegram, etc., indicate that the sold paper was being circulated on 4th of May, not 5th of May.
Where do we get that?
My lord, with regard to that, my lord, I have two submissions. One, my lord, in my submission, my lord, what I had said was that there is a flame blare channel which had disseminated the sold paper.
Where is that?
My lord, question paper. My lord, that I have, my lord, if I can straight away show my first note, my lord, I have said it. They have responded to my first note, thankfully, and they are not commenting on that. I want to read, my lord, page 6 of my first note.
Where is the first note?
My lord, 10th of July note, which was filed in deference to my lord's direction that it should be one comprehensive note. Where I say, my lord, correct. Flame blare. Written submissions, para 2, systemic failure.
Locate that number.
There's one principal note, my lord, which I we submitted 10th of July.
Heading reads as relevant list of dates.
No, written submissions which we have filed on 10th of July. It's a combined written submissions.
We have
It's a collated one, my lord. There are only two, I believe.
You replied yesterday for that note also.
Yes, you filed reply also to that note.
Yes, filed a
Yeah.
reply to that note. Yes, yes.
My lord, there is one heading systemic failure. So this compromised the sanctity of examination.
Question paper was circulated on Telegram channel.
That's right, my lord. Question paper was circulated on a Telegram channel one day prior to the scheduled examination on 4th of May 2024 at 12 a.m. This breach of security has raised significant concern regarding the integrity of the fairness of the examination process. Given the nature of social media and modern communication platform, it is impossible to accurately determine the full extent of leak and identify all beneficiaries. Information shared on social media spread rapidly and uncontrollably, reaching an extensive audience within a very short period. This phenomenon makes it extremely challenging to segregate the pinpoint the individuals who may have gained unfair advantage. Screen recording of a handle named Flame Blare. Lord, we have this video. Now, in response to this pleading, Lord, they have filed a written note yesterday. They don't talk about it. They don't comment on it.
See, the only thing is which you have to bear in mind as a matter of robust common sense. The idea of somebody who was doing this was not just to make a national charade of the NEET exams. People who are doing it were in it for money.
Correct, correct.
Right?
That's right.
It was not people who wanted to sort of bring the whole exam into disrepute.
Correct.
What you would do to bring the whole exam into disrepute is to have a massive dissemination.
This became public.
So
only after
why
the
would,
examination.
right? Somebody who was doing it admittedly, as it now appears, to make money out of the process.
That's right.
Therefore, anybody who was making money out of it, he would not circulate it on a mass scale unless he has that network to also connect with other people.
Right.
Like you have, say, 10 people across in 10 different cities in the state
Yes, sir.
who are all involved in the leakage and being part of the conspiracy to make money.
That's right.
So is it your case? I mean, we have made a note of that point that this was circulated on Telegram on early morning on the
4th of May.
4th of May at,
That's
at
right.
12:02
Yes,
a.m.
sir. That's right.
So the whole of 4th went.
Correct. All of 4th and then on 5th, because the examination is on 5th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's actually, my friend is not correct. We have replied to this in our additional affidavit also, as well as written.
When was it actually put on the Telegram channel?
Telegram channel, our stand is it is a doctored video. Edited is shown in the picture itself, which we have placed on record along with our.
But this is another thing.
And the time
Let me
is
complete it. If I can complete. All right.
5th May, 1740 is the time of this Blitz video.
Not this one.
Let him show Blitz that video he is talking of. We have got this.
Telegram channel has an inbuilt feature. If you made some changes or you tamper with it, then that change is also reflected. And therefore, we came to know that this was somebody had circulated after the examination.
Yes, but I will show that video and what they are trying to say and demonstrate that it is factually incorrect.
1740. Manoj,
Yes,
540.
if I can, my lord, straight away invite my lord kind attention to NTA additional reply, my lord, what the Learned Solicitor General is saying. Page 24 of NTA additional reply, my lord. There is, this is another Akash test series they have bought it. We didn't know that. But they say there was another channel which was circulating. And they say this circulation happened post the examination. And what is the basis to say so? Let me explain it, my lord. Kindly see page 24 of this NTA additional reply. Now, my lord, this is the original screen at page 1, page 24, which shows paper.
To India.
No, my lord. This is additional affidavit of NTA. My lord, it is a screen like this, my lord. This. It will be a screen like this.
Page?
Page 24, my lord. Annexure A2.
976, yes.
Annexure A2.
Yes. Yes.
Now, my lord, kindly see the second half of it, where date May 4 is written. And
Right.
then there is a paper being shown in this chat. Now, at the bottom of it, my lord, that red circle, they say it is, this is edited. This is edited. But paper is being shown on 4th of May on this Telegram channel. The date is appearing on the top. And at the bottom of this document, kindly see the circle they have done it for facility.
Circle indicates what? The answer?
Yes, circle, they say, indicates that this message is edited.
Edited 901.
And so maybe time is edited. This is their argument. And the real time is, kindly see the next page. They say this is the real time. Now I will explain. Page 25, they say the time is 5/5/2024, 1540, 1740. There is a fundamental flaw in this argument. One argument is, my lord, whenever a Telegram channel document is pressed for edited, it can swap the document, but the time will remain the same. It can't change the time. I have tried it myself, my lord, with the help of my all colleagues. If on a Telegram channel, I receive a document, I want to edit it. I can swap the document, but the time will not change. This is one. They say the time is changed, which is impossible. Now the next page 25, the time they are giving is not the time of receipt of a document. It is a watermark.
there. If I open this question paper, this opens.
The second point was the telegram.
Yes, my lord. Telegram, page 24, indicate that on 4th of May, question paper is being circulated. The photograph of the question paper, my lord, appearing, we have compared it with the original. It is this original question paper. The date shown on the top of it is 4th of May, and the time is 9 a.m. Now they want this honorable court to disbelieve this date and time with the next page showing. Lord, may kindly see the next page. Next page, page 45, is not the date and time which can ever appear like this in a telegram channel. It is a watermark. If I click a picture, if I click a picture, my lord, with a date and time on, I photo it, then it will appear that the photo is taken on this time and this date. Kindly see the watermark. It's not a date and time appearing on the telegram. Date and time appears like the one it is appearing at page 24. This is how they want this honorable court to believe this. And this is something other than the flame blare, which we have found and seen the video.
What else now?
Yes. Now, my lord, with this, allow me, my lord, to come back to Hazaribagh, just one news item to demonstrate that how it is an admitted thing, almost admitted thing, that the paper is leaked on 3rd of May. Allow me, my lord, to come back to my supplementary note for a moment. Page 12 of my supplementary note. Lord, that is essential. Allow me to read that, Lord. Page 11. Yeah. My supplementary note. I have, my lord, only two notes. One the main note and the other is supplementary note. Where I had shown the edit syllabus.
Yes.
Yes, Lord. Page 11, Lord. Allow me to read this news, Lord. The Central Bureau of Investigation probing the NEET-UG paper leak case on 3 persons, including principal of so-and-so, and vice principal of the OSS school Hazaribagh, and interrogated 13 suspects arrested by Patna police at so-and-so jail in Bihar capital. The CBI sleuths also visited so-and-so with 2 accused to explore the potential involvement of Rocky, nephew of alleged mastermind Sanjeev Mukhia in the case. The principal and vice principal of Hazaribagh school, one of the center for the exam conducted on 5th of May, were arrested after 3 days of the questions involving more than 60 hours over the allegations of tampering of question papers. The identity of the third person could not be ascertained till the time of filing of this report. 3 arrested persons will be produced in CBI court in Patna. CBI had seized cell phone, laptops, school CCTV camera footage with the assistance of forensic experts on Tuesday. According to sources, the CBI uncovered crucial evidence from the 3 months call records obtained from Huck's phone, which led to his arrest. Huck, who served as the district coordinator for NEET, had earlier expressed concern about a potential leak originating from a private courier company and the SBI that the breach might have occurred at their end. The CBI, which was initially concentrating on the route from the office of the private courier firm at so-and-so